We're at this address and the letterbox is overhanging with outdated newspapers and letters that have been opened.
We're in Belgium, out knocking on the doors of convicted people smugglers.
Oh, hello, 224?
Ja, ik kom beneden.
Yeah, thank you. Hello, I'm looking for Al Hamad Odi.
These are the homes of criminals who've been tried and sentenced for their crimes.
Misschien naar boven,
Yeah.
At the top floor.
ja.
This one here?
Ja,
This
ja,
one?
ja.
Some are still in prison. Perhaps their families will be here to answer.
Is he in?
The ones who are out of jail and might be home have been let out on licence. We hope they don't want any trouble.
He went to prison for smuggling boats to France. We just need to talk to him about Scorpion.
Gaan we maar eens kijken.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, my friend. Yeah.
We want to meet and talk to known associates of a people smuggler on the Interpol Most Wanted list. Barzan Majeed is an Iraqi Kurd. He calls himself Scorpion, and his gang are the Scorpions. The police smashed a big part of this criminal enterprise in the UK and here in Belgium. They intercepted and recorded the smugglers' phone conversations across continents. Scorpion was tipped off and got away, just as police were about to arrest him. He's on the run. Those the police caught and convicted included Scorpion's brother, Barzan. We figure that Barzan is as close as you can get to Scorpion. If Barzan or Barzan's family are still here in Belgium and we can find them, they might get a message through to Scorpion for us. Hello?
We're from BBC and we're on the trail of the Scorpion. So if you could answer the door. Someone's here, there's a dog in there.
I'm an investigative journalist and I'm here with Rob Lawrie, a former British serviceman and now a voluntary aid worker with refugees. Through his work in refugee camps, he's become an authority on the migrant smuggling trade and how it works. We've made several documentaries together over the years, tracking people smugglers. But this time, we're trying to get to the top.
Do you know Barzan Majeed? You were part of his gang. We just want to talk to you.
We plan to do what the police haven't been able to find and interview Scorpion himself. We know it won't be easy.
What we do now, we just stay here as if we've gone, and he might come to the door to see what's going on. He might be scared, you know, and I don't want him to be scared.
He's stood the other side, isn't he? His men might be hiding away, but we've had some success so far in getting closer to understanding Scorpion, how he operates, who helps him, what he's done. The latest information we have is that he's recently been imprisoned and then released in Iraq. Police and prosecutors have no idea where he is now. If we head out to Iraq, our logical starting point would be with his family. Many fugitives run back to the family home. We know Scorpion's brother Barzan was his inspiration, and that Scorpion's gang had put down some roots here in Belgium. Might someone who knows them, still living here, be willing to tell us where his family live in Iraq, where he might be now?
There will always be questions for us as also.
Yeah.
We never know the complete truth.
You know that photograph we've got of the smuggler?
Yeah.
When we went upstairs, did you see that man come down? 100% that's him.
There's a lot of people, they're murderers, rapists, and the women stayed 20 years with them.
Were you a smuggler?
I was smuggler.
Okay.
I am scared for this job.
I'm Sue Mitchell, and this is To Catch a Scorpion from BBC Radio 4, Episode 5, A Scorpion's Nest. We start door knocking in a suburb of small brick terraces on the outskirts of St Nicholas. It's a beautiful medieval city between Antwerp and Ghent. We've been on this investigation for 2 months now. We've met with police and prosecutors who investigated Scorpion and his gang. We know this area is important. So
another day, another doorstep. But we're digging addresses out of his network.
Yeah.
And that is deep investigative journalism.
So they refer to him in court documents as COS AA. His defence in court was that he'd been part of the smuggling gang, but he was doing it in return for a number of jobs in the garden, his lawyer pleaded. Yeah. He's from Iraq, and he was given an 18-month prison sentence and a €32,000 fine.
I'm looking forward to seeing his garden.
That's why I thought we should start here, because it was quite... Hi.
Hey, we're looking for the guy next door.
I don't know.
Yeah. He had something to do with boats.
I don't know.
And did he do... I think this is the
We've been told that many of the Scorpion gang members and their families were living within a square mile of each other. About a dozen of them in this district.
The shutters are down. As you can see, his garden is not really up to press, is it?
No.
But look at the garage attached to the house.
The houses here were built in the 1950s, but laid out like Victorian terraces. At the end of the streets, there are lock-up garages, always useful when you have something to conceal. They refer to these garages in the court transcript. They had the boats.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 garages, like lock-ups, aren't they?
Yeah. We leave the terraced houses to keep an appointment with a lawyer a few miles away.
It's like Ockley, a little built-up town, isn't it? With cyclists and cycle lanes, offices and shops.
I'm guessing it all kind of built up round here because Scorpion's brother was here. So he's presumably put a lot of this network in place here.
Okay, let's see if we come back here, I wonder.
Scorpion himself never hired a lawyer because he escaped, but Ran Coleman represents the person closest to Scorpion in the gang, his brother Barzan, who lived in St Nicholas along with other criminal associates. Ran Coleman says Barzan Majeed had been well liked locally. He says he also likes the man.
If I say to you he's a friendly person, for me as a lawyer in a client-centered conversation, he's friendly. He's a normal person for me.
You're talking about, I think, is interpersonal skills with you.
Yes, of course, for me.
Yeah.
You are looking at the complete picture and you say, okay, he's done those kind of things where we endanger people's lives. And I'm saying, okay, you're right. But for me, it makes no complete definition of that person because there is a lot more behind it.
The latest conviction for Barzan was his second serious offence, committed while he was out on licence for people smuggling and wearing an electronic tag. He was organising illegal crossings for migrants and had arranged for his own wife to be brought illegally into Belgium from Turkey. We've seen transcripts of phone calls where Barzan tells other members of the gang that if they're hiding children in lorries and the children make a noise, they should just punch them. Barzan certainly knew how dangerous the boat trips were because he insisted his own wife travelled VIP style in a car. Police were eavesdropping on the call.
He was a little bit astonished also, because for him it was not that big of an issue. He was only helping people. He was helping to get his wife here. He was helping also family members to get a better life. So I think for him the whole point was not earning a lot of money.
So his sons were here, but his wife...
He was here, his sons were here, and his wife was in Iran, I think.
Yeah.
His story is a story of also helping his wife to avoid prosecution in Iran. Barzan is not like Barzan.
But is he really helping us? What we heard was that his wife was due to go on a yacht from Turkey to Italy, and he phoned the people organising that crossing because he was part of that network. He said, I don't want my wife going on a yacht because it's not safe. They were happy to put other people on boats. They were happy to put other people in the backs of containers. He wanted his wife driven. He wanted something for his wife that he wasn't prepared to offer to other people who were desperate. Was he really that good a person?
Yeah, it was not written in the file of Bruges how the wife has been smuggled.
You said she came in a car. None of those other people came in cars, did they? And all this paperwork you've got, these people were put in the backs of lorries, these people were put on boats, these people's lives were put in danger. His wife came in a car.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
After the latest court case, Barzan was given an additional short sentence, which he served. Ran Coleman tells us that Barzan was then immediately punished again by being deported back to Iraq, which he thinks is harsh.
He got released But in the meantime, Brussels decides, because of the conviction in Brussels and also the new convictions in Bruges, that they will withdraw his license to reside here. He went back to Iraq.
What was his reaction when he was going back? Did you speak to him about going back to Iraq?
I spoke with him because he asked if he can do something about it. But I said, yeah, it's impossible. You have to go. I think it's harsh. The sentence is too harsh, I think.
Like his brother, the evidence against Scorpion was also heard in the Belgian courts, where Scorpion was convicted in his absence because he was on the run. Scorpion was sentenced to 10 years in prison. That was in the autumn of 2022. Then, Ran Coleman tells us something that no one else has mentioned, which we can hardly believe. If Scorpion can remain hidden for 10 years in total, he can come back to Europe and the slate will have been wiped clean.
The prosecutor office has 10 years to execute the sentence.
So after 10 years, if he's in Iraq now, he thought, right, I'm going to Brussels to visit my friend.
That's possible.
He could come back to Brussels.
Yes.
If he stays hidden for the next 9 years...
Maybe if he's in Iraq, I don't know, but if he's in Iraq, then it's possible.
Iraq don't see it as a crime, do they, really?
And that's a problem also.
Then Ran Coleman tells us what we're hoping to hear. Scorpion's brother's wife and children stayed on in Belgium when the brother was deported. The brother must still be in touch with them, surely. We're excited. If we can find the brother's family, might we get a message through to Scorpion? The latest we've heard is that Scorpion travelled from Turkey to Iraq, was briefly held in prison in Iraq at the request of the Belgian prosecutors, but then released. No one in authority seems to have any idea where he is now. At the time of his arrest, Scorpion's brother, Barzan, lived in the same small suburb where we've already been knocking on doors, so we go back there.
Oh, it's that one there.
Okay.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
How are you?
greetings. We're from the BBC, from Radio 4, and we wanted to speak to the family of Barzan Majeed.
Barzan.
Barzan, yeah.
Barzan is Beneden.
We knock on the wrong door, but we get a bit of luck. The neighbour who answers knows Barzan. He couldn't be more helpful.
Yeah, nobody else. Will you telephone number?
Ah, brilliant, yeah.
Thank you.
Hello. في ناس من لندن جايين لعندك.
He offers to phone Barzan there and then while we're waiting. We're thinking he's phoning Iraq, but he's phoning to just down the road, where he tells us Barzan's working in a car repair shop. It's a business that Barzan owns, and he hasn't been deported at all.
بعت لي اللوكيشن بعت لي.
Hey, Barzan, how are you?
Sorry, wait.
He don't speak English.
Is he here in Belgium?
Barzan, yeah, in Belgium. قلت لك فينا يشوفوك.
Okay.
I just give you the location.
Yeah.
From Barzan. He work here 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
I'll drive, yeah.
5 minutes and drive.
Okay, buddy, thank you.
Bye. Bye. We don't know how to approach this brother of Scorpion's, who we never expected to find. No one attached to the case seems to have any idea he's still in Belgium. He's not our quarry, it's the Scorpion we want. But finding him here is such a bonus, because we feel sure that however we play it, Barzan will contact his brother Scorpion and tell him that journalists showed up asking questions. Look, you know what the most amazing thing is? We sat in his lawyer's office yesterday.
Yeah.
The lawyer told us he was deported a few weeks ago, and already he's back in Belgium.
That is staggering. It takes us back to what we were talking about earlier. Do they actually realise the gravity of what they do? You know, all these questions need to be answered. We need to be canny here to get as much information from him as we can.
Let's go and see him.
Okay, get the address up. Oh, it's exciting. I mean, we're getting to the cold face of it now, aren't we?
Yeah.
This is a battle. We want the war. We need to use our noggin and common sense to get information from this battle to get to the main man, the Scorpion. Don't forget, this guy has a side that we know can be dangerous. The defence lawyer told us he probably has bipolar. So we have to get to the truth, but we have to do it in a way where we carefully extract it from him. You know what, we're told to meet at Select's Park here, and that way he won't know what car we are in. If we upset him, which we are going to do eventually, I don't want him knowing our car details or anything like that.
Yeah.
Okay?
When we drive down to Barzan's garage, it's in an old warehouse that's in a poor state of repair. It's cold and wet inside. All the doors are open and the roof's dilapidated.
Are you doing all right? Oh, this is a big place.
Very big place. Oh, mechanics and car repairs, yeah. 6 young men are washing and repairing cars. Whatever wealth Barzan has from the people smuggling, it isn't on show here. Police have told us it will be invested in the Kurdish areas of Iraq. We can hardly believe it when we spot Barzan himself coming towards us. We recognise him straight away from police photos we've seen, taken at the time of his arrest, and he seems welcoming as he approaches. We've never even dreamed that this would happen, and yet here we are, face to face with the brother of the wanted criminal we're determined to track down. Do you speak English?
Little bit.
So we're doing a series about smugglers, yeah. We're doing it. Barzan's neighbour had warned us that Barzan's English wasn't too good, so we slowly set about explaining our series and our search for his brother Barzan, the Scorpion himself.
I am Kurd from Iraq. I have family. I have people from my country, and everyone from there have problem. Wait.
Barzan looks a bit like the picture of his brother on the Interpol Most Wanted poster. He has the same dark hair and beard, but he's stockier, heavier set. We understand why his lawyer likes him. He's open and friendly. We ask where the family come from, and he shows us a photo on his phone. It's him with Barzan and their mom. He tells us they're from Soleimani in northern Iraq. It's the information we'd come here to find. Let's have a look.
Beautiful. Who's these?
His sister.
Well, what was life like? What?
Iraq.
Yeah, when you were a little boy.
When you were a little boy.
I am Kurdish. In Iraq, I must Arabic.
Learn Arabic.
I must speak Arabic in Iraq. I must hard work.
Where did you work?
Garage. Yeah.
All of you, all brothers.
Yeah. My big brother Barzan, and little brother work in garage.
When we ask about his brother Barzan, the leader of the Scorpion gang, he says that Barzan went bad after he came to England and started taking and dealing drugs.
Is Barzan a good man or a bad man?
Barzan have good heart. Barzan before was live in England.
Nottingham.
Barzan was in England. He was druggy.
Cocaine.
No cocaine, marijuana.
Oh, marijuana. Was he selling?
No.
No, just taking.
And he's not same before.
If marijuana did his brain.
Yeah.
He says he and Barzan were involved in people smuggling, but claims that police are exaggerating Barzan's role.
Belgium judge is not correct. Barzan not here for ask for defense.
Everybody says they work for Barzan. And did they work for Barzan?
That's why Belgium give 10 years. Barzan take money. If people no go to England, Barzan give money back. If people go, Barzan take money.
But for going to prison, you put people into trucks, into lorries.
I have to help people in England. I want to go to England.
Do you think, though, helping in any way, moving women and children and young men across Europe is a good thing or a bad thing?
Bad thing.
Bad thing.
Bad thing. sorry for what I have to do.
Are you sorry because you got caught, or are you truly sorry that you did it?
Say sorry for I have to do it.
It's no good.
No good.
But were you a smuggler?
I was smuggler.
Okay.
Don't respect for other people.
It's very rare that someone is honest, so thank you.
Thank you for your...
Thank you.
Thank you.
He tells us that he's finished with people smuggling. It's too dangerous. But it's also really dangerous to get out. He plays us videos stored in his phone. He says they're from members of the Scorpion gang, saying they'll harm his family if he doesn't come back and work with them.
Are you scared?
I don't scream for nobody.
You're not scared, no?
No. But I have children and I have wife. I am little scared for my family, not for myself.
This instinct to protect family extends to his brother Barzan. He says when he was arrested, police claimed the courts would go easier on him if he'd give evidence against his brother.
Today, police take me at home. I have to call to my mother. I say that's problem with person. That's why police take me. First day, police say to me, just talk, we send you home.
The police say just talk, we send you home.
Just talk about Barzan and other people, we send you back to home.
Oh, I see, yeah. And you wouldn't do that?
Not possible. Maybe I know something from him, but...
Smuggling?
Yes.
Yeah, smuggling.
Yes.
The latest we've been told about Barzan's whereabouts is that he escaped from Turkey to Iraq, where he was arrested, held in prison, but then just released. Barzan claims the Belgian authorities have only themselves to blame for that, because they didn't send the paperwork the Iraqis had requested.
And because Belgium don't give proof. Yeah.
So Belgium tried to extradite, to bring Barzan from Iraq to Belgium, but Belgium didn't provide enough proof for Iraq to send him.
Yeah, Belgium don't say proof. In Iraq,
He thinks his brother, far from waiting round in Iraq to see what might happen next, will now be on his way back to Turkey.
Barzan want to go to Turkey this week, next week.
Let me ask you, the police in Belgium, they say they have voice recording on a telephone of you saying, if children no go in Lawrie, punch them.
No, never. I have to help other people. I see people don't have eat, don't have money, don't have cigarette.
Many people go to England now, tonight, in boats, and it's very dangerous.
Of course. I am scared for this job.
You never smuggle again, ever?
I ate cock. You know cock?
Cat shit, yeah.
I ate this one. Never I do this one.
You never eat shit again?
Never.
We are so surprised that Barzan, a twice convicted migrant smuggler, who's been ordered to be deported and has no legal right at all to be living and working in Belgium, is just quietly getting on with his life.
I'm not denying he shouldn't have a garage, he shouldn't have a life with his wife and children in Belgium, but the system is broken. I don't understand what the system is doing.
No. Well, he's meant to be an extradited, so I think we should ring the lawyer. We call his defence lawyer, Ran Coleman. We've seen Barzan. He is in Belgium. He's not been...
Oh, he's in Belgium. He's in Belgium.
He's in Belgium. He's not been sent back to Iraq. Or if he has been... If he was sent back to Iraq, then he's come back into Belgium with no papers. Said he's got no official documentation.
Oh, you spoke with him?
Yeah, we went to meet him.
Ah, okay, very good. I'm a little bit surprised.
We were so surprised.
For me, it's also surprising. There will always be questions. For us, it's also.
Yeah.
We never know the complete truth.
When we hang up on the lawyer, we reflect on that.
I mean, this investigation is like a Spanish onion, isn't it? It's got layer after layer after layer after layer until you get to the core where the good bit is, the truth. It's an amazing story. We're dedicating our life to this, day and night. So can you imagine our fragmented police force across different countries? Do you imagine the difficulties they must come up to?
Buoyed on by finding Scorpion's brother, we decide to do one last round of door knocking in this district of St Nicholas before we head back to the UK. There's one address in particular we want to check out. This is the address for Salah Badsa. Basically, he supplied the boat that Barzan loaded with 19 migrants for one of the crossings. The French rescue service received a distress call when the boat was a few kilometres off the coast. In the court case, Salah Badsa was convicted of supplying boats for the Scorpion gang. He was sentenced to more than 4 years in prison and fined more than €400,000. The reason he stood out to us in the court papers is that Salah supplied a boat that capsized in the English Channel. It was carrying a young family that we happened to have met. A little girl, Marianne, who was 7, and her mum were burned by the engine oil and taken to hospital. We included an interview with them at the start of this series.
Are you scaring? This was so cold. So much cold, and my feet is going so cold. I want to make me die.
None of the 19 people on board their dinghy had life jackets. The dinghy had been bought second-hand from a website. And that's the 2 children went straight to hospital, the ones we interviewed. And he, basically in court, because they had the phone logs, he described the migrants as ducks.
In the same way in the Rahimpur case, he got 11 years the other week. On the phone records, he referred to the migrants that he was putting on boats as chickens. And Barzan had 19 ducks.
On that boat that sank. And this boat, he actually bought this boat second-hand. They came here to search his house. They found 2 boats and an outboard motor in the garage. Here. Oh, someone's in.
Dog's in there. Hiya.
Hi. I'm Sue. I'm from BBC in London. Yeah. Salah's in prison, but his wife, stepdaughter and her baby are still in the family home. The wife answers the door. She speaks some English and her daughter translates as she tells us she's sticking with her husband and will do whatever he's done.
Buying and selling to customers, they need a boat. Not much.
What sort of boats?
Yeah, just to make more money.
One of the boats that Salah sold ended up in the English Channel with very young babies on, and they went to hospital very ill. The police, they say Salah knew about that. You say no.
We never been to a court because we are busy.
Yeah.
I have a child.
Yeah.
Do you think you could forgive him? Like, if those children had died at sea?
Yeah, of course. I am 17 years with him.
There's a lot of people, they're murderers, rapists, and the woman stayed 20 years with them. And she said, I'm gonna stay with him so longer he lives. So she's not gonna leave him for a small thing.
What we're seeing in St Nicholas makes us wonder whether people smugglers take over a neighbourhood for ease of communication. Or are so many people willing to do this that you only need one smuggler who recruits his neighbours and friends? We're just mulling that over when Rob gets a message from a contact.
My text has gone mad.
This man had a niece who drowned in a migrant crossing, and ever since then he's been on a personal mission trying to stop the traffickers.
So this is an Afghani contact sending me information about a smuggler operating between Calais and Dunkirk who is sending boats, possibly tonight, but definitely this week, coming across. He's typing back now.
He sent Rob a video of a new smuggler getting in on the action, another Iraqi Kurd who'd probably jump at the chance to be in Scorpion's gang. For the moment, the man appears to be operating solo. He's been secretly recorded. The film's been forwarded to this contact, who sent it on to Rob. The smuggler looks like he's in a function room, and you can see him talking to people who could be migrants, telling them he's bought a boat, trying to sell them a passage from Calais to Dover.
He's a smuggler, that man there.
And he's kind of in his mid-40s, I'd say. He's looking really pleased with himself.
Yeah,
he's smiling in the video.
So they're not in a camp, they are in a hideout enjoying drinks and cigarettes and food.
Rob's contact tells us he's been checking out this new smuggler and discovered the man has lived in Britain as an illegal migrant. He took money under a government scheme to voluntarily return home to Iraq rather than be deported. But he's now on his way back to the UK, and this time he plans to earn enough to live comfortably from the proceeds of people smuggling.
It's an 11-metre boat, so he will put up to 60 people on that at 2,200 euros each. You know, what was that, 124,000 euros? Who is going to catch him? You know, do we report this to the police and do we let them know, or what do we do?
Yeah, we definitely let them know. But you have to talk to him about that and tell him that's what we need to do. We decide to go straight to Calais to see if we can find where the smuggler is. It feels like a long shot, but Rob's really good at this stuff.
I was looking at that video that we sent, and there's something that gave it away, the location, I think, in the background. So we're just driving to a hotel in Dunkirk now. It's a really one of those budget hotels. I think costs about 15 euros a night. But if my theory is right, we should find there smugglers. They should be just around here somewhere. And then we go in here. It's there. So let's, you know what, should we go in? Right, let's just go look inside.
Have we got a plan?
Yeah, we're going to go into the foyer.
Yeah.
And just say, have you got any hotel rooms for the night? How much are they?
When we arrive at the hotel, it's already late and time's running out. Rob's contact believes the crossing is happening this very night. We invent a cover story to get us through reception.
Hiya, bonjour. Do you have any rooms for tomorrow night available?
Tomorrow night?
Yeah. Can we have a look? Are they down there? Can we have a look?
Yeah, we have the room.
Perfect. Are you full tonight?
Yeah.
Are you full tonight? Yeah, okay. There you go. How you doing? All right?
I speak Kurdish.
Kurdish?
Yeah.
Where are you from? Where are you from?
Iraq.
Iraq?
Iraq, yeah.
Are you going to England?
Yeah, go to England.
You're going to England?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're full tonight, and they're full tonight because my contact said they are full. They are all in that particular hotel, and get this, I kid you not. Do you know when we were upstairs? Do you know that photograph we've got of the smuggler?
Yeah.
When we went upstairs, did you see that man come
Yeah.
down? 100% that's him.
The man who sent the video has spoken with a migrant who's thinking about booking on the crossing. Rob's really concerned. He knows there's a shortage of aluminium sheets used to line the bottom of dinghies to keep them rigid as they float. The contact says this smuggler has lined his boat with plywood instead. It's a potential death trap.
I know that he hasn't been able to get aluminium boards for the bottom. He's put plywood. And there's children on that boat.
We drive straight from the hotel to the port police and report what we know. He's come back
Good afternoon.
Good
afternoon.
We kind of had suspicions about an operation that we'd been tipped off about. The police promised to take immediate action. They've now passed it over. It's between Britain and France.
I handed over all the information I had
Yeah.
to him. And I did stress to him my concern about the wood boards.
The next day, when I'm back home in London and Rob's in Leeds, he gets in touch with important news. He's had a phone call from the police to tell us that the smuggler was stopped on the beach in the company of 58 migrants. He wasn't arrested, but his boat was confiscated and destroyed.
The French did their job, they destroyed the boats,
and all the migrants are safe. And there was 7 children getting on that boat. Yeah. At 1 o'clock this morning, they decided to try to erect that boat on that French beach. 1 o'clock this morning.
That's unbelievable.
Do they realise that quite possibly have their lives saved by not going to sea? That's what I'm thinking about. I'm not thinking about whether they've got the smuggler or anything like that. It's just, I'd like to think that we had just a tiny little hand in saving lives with this.
A few days later, that helpful neighbour of Barzan's that we met in Belgium gets in touch. We'd left him our number and he has big news. Barzan had told us that Scorpion would have left Iraq and headed back to Turkey, where he has a base. Now, the helpful neighbour says that Barzan has left for Turkey himself. We think that might mean that he's gone to see his brother face to face. I'm Sue Mitchell, and that was episode 5 of To Catch a Scorpion from BBC Radio 4. You can find all the episodes on BBC Sounds. It was recorded by me and Rob Lawrie. It was produced by me, Winifred Robinson and Joel Moores. Original music was by Mom Toody. Sound design was by Tom Brignall. Next, we're off to Turkey. Hopefully, hot on the heels of Scorpion and his brother.
Even one day if they get me arrested in Europe, UK, wherever, them guys have to be face to face to me, see if it's truth or bullshit.